The boy kicked over his grandmother's treasured jar. He even peed on her only pair of shoes, then snuck them into the trash pile. With no shoes left, she had to walk the rocky mountain path barefoot just to fetch water. The boy had never liked his grandmother because she couldn't speak and was desperately poor. One day, while he was playing his handheld game console, his grandmother, whose eyesight was failing, asked him to help thread a needle. But the boy didn't want to help her and he refused her without hesitation. Not long after, his game console died from a dead battery. He asked his grandmother for money to buy new batteries, but her pockets were empty. This made him furious. So while she was sleeping, he stole her silver hairpin and ran down the mountain to a store, only to find they didn't carry batteries for his console. When his grandmother woke up and realized her hairpin was missing, she had to pull her hair back and pin it in place with a broken spoon instead. The next day, she took him along to sell vegetables in town, but when the boy spotted a girl he liked, he dropped the basket and hid. Even when he saw that his grandma couldn't get customers because she couldn't speak, he didn't choose to step forward to help. But after she sold everything, she took him straight to a shoe store and bought him a new pair of shoes, then took him out for noodles with fried sauce. And she herself was drinking boiled water on the side. When he saw her dig through a handful of loose change to pay the bill, he lowered his head in shame. But on the walk home, he still couldn't stand being near her. He wouldn't even let her ride the same bus as him. When she asked him to help carry the bags, he refused again. He waited alone at the station, and only as the sun was setting did he finally see his grandmother appear in the distance. She had walked all the way home on crutches to save the bus fare. That day, the boy pulled out a KFC flyer and told her he wanted fried chicken. So she gathered the dried vegetables she'd been saving and planned to sell them in town to buy him chicken. But a heavy rain broke out, and she had to make her way down the slick mountain path with great difficulty. She brought home a chicken. When she returned home, she was soaking wet, but she didn't take time to dry off. She went straight to the kitchen and got to work. When the boy discovered it wasn't fried chicken like he wanted, he cried in anger. His grandmother handed him a chicken leg, but he kicked the bowl to the ground. She didn't get angry. She simply picked up the rice with a pained expression and put it back in the bowl, even picking up the fallen rice and eating it. That night, the boy woke up hungry and finally ate the chicken stew his grandmother had made. By the next day, he discovered his grandmother had gotten sick from the rain. When he saw the broken spoon still pinned in her hair, his heart filled with guilt. He returned the hairpin he'd stolen and began taking care of her, bringing her water and meals. A few days later, when the boy went out to play alone, he discovered that the game console had also been stuffed in by his grandmother. But the game console that is out of power cannot be played at all. So he started playing a game of sliding down the hillside until he took a hard fall. He could only limp home. Then he thought of the game console in his pocket. When he opened it, he found money his grandmother had been saving to buy him batteries. The boy was deeply moved. As he watched his grandmother slowly walking toward him, he couldn't hold back his tears anymore. He finally realized how much this mute grandmother loved him.
小红书